Through one match day, the points are all level in Group B. Switzerland, Bosnia, Qatar, and Canada all level at 1 point apiece. We'll see what happens here in match day 2. See if there's some more separation atop the group. In this one, brought to you by Prize Picks. Use my code HMA. Play $5, get 50 instantly. Bosnia against Switzerland. Bosnia going right to left in the white. Switzerland in the reds going left to right here at SoFi Stadium. As Bosnia, they'll play a long ball off the opening kick, and we are officially underway. They'll go back into their own half. Starting lineup for both sides for Switzerland. Hubel in net. It's a 4-3-3. Rodriguez, Akanji, Elvedi, Wiedmer in the back. In the midfield, Freuler, Granit Xhaka, Arbishore, and then up top, Ndoye, and Bolu, and then Reeder. And then as for Bosnia, they're playing a 4-4-2. Vasil, the goalkeeper. In the back, Kolasinac, Katic, Muharmovic, and Dedic. In the midfield, Alabegovic, Sunic, Tahirovic, Memic, and then up top, Dzeko gets the start, the veteran, the 40-year-old forward, one of the oldest players in this World Cup. He gets the start alongside Demirovic. I have Switzerland winning this one, Dylan. If we get another full draw day, we will see on that. We will see there. Yeah, South Africa got a goal. It was a penalty kick goal. So Bosnia going right to left. Free kick here. Alabegovic to take the free kick for Bosnia here. He'll whip a ball into the box to the far post. Too much pace on it. But headed behind, taking no chances there, was Wiedmer. He could have let that one go, but taking no chances. It was going to go out for a goal kick, but Wiedmer, unaware of his surroundings, he'll have the one behind for a corner kick. So Bosnia gets a corner kick out of that. From the right side again. Bosnia going right to left. Switzerland left to right here at SoFi Stadium. Or I guess Los Angeles Stadium. Corner here on the right side. Not a lot of pace on that one. Demirovic, not a good corner. Cleared away with ease, but Switzerland unable to clear their lines that well. Goes back to Bosnia. Kolasinac gets into the box. It's not a bad ball, but cleared away by Switzerland. Got into the 6, and now Switzerland look to go on the counterattack. Taken down from behind. We'll see if it's a yellow issue of Katic for stopping the counterattack. They will not issue a yellow. But a good job there to switch the play by Ndoye on that counterattack. And clear the danger for Switzerland for the moment. Switzerland working out the back. Elvedi back to his keeper, Hubel. Bosnia playing a bit of a high line right now. I'll go back to Elvedi. Elvedi. Well, the ball deep down the right side, headed away by Bosnia. Muharmovic. One back by Switzerland. Will try switch the play on the left side. The switch, bit behind his man, but Freuler able to find his man on the left side, Rodriguez. Now back to the midfield circle for Freuler. Freuler gets into the attacking third. A heavy first touch, but finds it back for Freuler. Freuler goes left side. Xhaka through ball down the left side. It's a good idea. It's a good idea, just too much on it. Looking for Ndoye down the left flank. And Vasil will get there with ease. Not a bad idea, though. There's space so far in this one to start. And now Bosnia tries playing it through down the left side, looking for Demirovic. But it's easily won by Switzerland. Play back to the keeper, Hubel. Now they'll look to switch the play down the left side. It's a lively start to this one so far. It's a lively start. Xhaka down the left side in the attacking third. One-time pass to Rodriguez. Back to Xhaka. Working around midfield now. Wiedmer. Switching the play. Elvedi. Elvedi at midfield on the right side. Looking for a run. Akanji. Play it back to him. And Switzerland going left to right. Rodriguez on the left. Rodriguez back to Akanji. Akanji to midfield. It's a good ball. Play it down the right side. Space over Wiedmer. But they're going to get offside beforehand. And Bolu was offside initially. We got a tour from B-Man. Dumbest NFL coaching hire of the offseason and why? Ooh, man, that's a tough one. The dumbest one of the offseason. I mean, the obvious one's McCarthy. The obvious one for me is Mike McCarthy. I don't understand why McCarthy's getting another chance at this. He's so bad in in-game management. I've seen nothing to suggest that he's good at in-game management. Are they trying to reunite him with Aaron Rodgers, who can't play anymore? And that's the reason why? I don't understand the McCarthy hire. That's the one I don't get at all. The other one I don't get was Monken. I don't understand what Cleveland was doing, because they eliminated every single coach that didn't want Jim Schwartz as the defensive coordinator. But they made Schwartz a part of the search, the head coaching search. Then Monken gets the job because they eliminated half the coaches because they wanted someone who was going to work with Schwartz and was going to bring on his own staff. And then Schwartz is like, well, I feel kind of cheated by that, so screw you, I'm going to leave. So he eliminated half the field, and for what? So I'd say Monken and McCarthy are the two, I would say. Pretty sure the two are man on that one, beat him in. Pretty sure the two are. Switzerland on the left side. Push from behind, no call. Sunic on the push. Switzerland gets it back, though, on the left side. The Reader played it off. Edge of the box, left side, overlapping run. They have a chance to whip one in. It's a poor clearance. It's a poor clearance by Muharmovic. So we'll go behind for a Swiss corner on the left side. What I mean by that? It meant that you could blow completely out of proportion, where officials get involved at that point, where you make a mound out of a molehill. That's what it means. Stress and effect is just you make a mound out of a molehill. Stop pounding coach Mike McCarthy. Yeah. He was consistent with Roger. Yeah, when Roger was in his prime. Not now when he can't throw the ball. Corner on the left side for Switzerland. RB short. Not a lot of pace on that one. It's cleared away by Dzeko. Behind for another corner, though, on the left side. In Monken, objectively, the hire for Monken just didn't make sense, the process there. A little short this time. Rodriguez, he'll whip it into the far post, cleared away by Sunic. Sunic clears it away, and Switzerland forced to retreat back to their keeper, Hubel. Hubel, ball down the right side, looking to play the head of Wiedmer. It's won by Bosnia. We'll go back to midfield. Dragged down from behind. That should be a foul. And a free kick won by Switzerland. As Elvedi is taken down from behind. Switzerland goes quickly off the free kick on the left side. They'll play a through ball down the left. It's a good ball. Trying to get a ball into the box here. Xhaka. He cannot get the cross. Switzerland's favorite one. Yes, they are. Yep. There's no crime. It's not a crime to us. They can't get arrested for it. They can't get arrested for it. Swiss corner on the right side. For that one headed out of play. Will you Reader to take? Reader to take the corner on the right. He'll play it short. They'll go back to the top of the box here on the right side. Back to Reader. Reader will now whip a ball in. Not a lot of pace on that one. And Bosnia clears and they can counter. Bosnia can counter. They took too long on the counter, but it's not a bad ball despite that. Talabegovic. But Alabegovic can't get a great first touch. They'll have to reset here in their own back. Talking why they fired him in the first place? Well, I mean, they missed the playoffs 2 straight years. They looked like crap while doing it. There was also some tensions with the front office. Yeah, now I'm angry. Yep. Why are they getting involved? It's complicated. Switzerland plays it down the left side. Ball into the box. Cleared away by Bosnia once again. It's Katic on the clearance. Bosnia plays out their own third. Dzeko. And Dzeko getting the start. A bit of a surprising inclusion in the roster. The starting 11 at 40 years old. One of the oldest field players in this tournament, what surely is his final World Cup. His first appearance of the tournament. Ndoye whips the ball into the box. Headed away once again by Bosnia. But Switzerland keep it in the attacking third. Elvedi. My chancel now, yes. Good ball down the left side. Space here for Switzerland to get a shot. Near post. Into the side netting. But some space here for the Swiss. Ndoye with space down the left side. Granit Xhaka found him. And the next spread, yes, it looked like a cluster. It looked like an absolute cluster. It looked like an absolute cluster. It's one of those where I would not want to be a part of it. Too many bodies, you can't see much. I would not want to be a part of it. Off the goal kick back to Switzerland, Hubel. The what? Toasted? The Incredible Hulk. What? USA scores at least 3 bonus rating? 5. Like 5 on that. I have no idea who the Incredible Hulk is outside the superhero. So through ball in. It's a high line. I think it's going to be offside. I think Embolu is offside. No, I'm not bringing it up again. I'm not bringing it up. Yeah, and he was a mile offside. And ball by Xhaka to Embolu, but he was well offside. Bosnia playing a high line. Mohorovic dispossessed him regardless. Oh, him? Oh. Yeah, it wasn't crazy about his comments. Yeah. You know, his comments were way out of line. Off the free kick, Switzerland gets it back in their own half. Akanji tries to clear, wins a throw-in. And Switzerland going left to right. Bosnia right to left. That's all good. That's all good. Wiedmer off the throw-in. Will go out for another throw and takes a deflection of Memic. Throw in here once again by Wiedmer. He'll play it back to Elvedi. Elvedi, Xhaka. Switch the play down the left side. It's a great ball by Xhaka. Ndoye on the left. In the attacking half, back to Xhaka with some space to switch the play once more. Freuler. Back to Xhaka on the left side. They'll play a ball down the left with an overlapping run. Ndoye. Ndoye trying to get a run. Danic, edge of the box on the left side. Can they whip one in? It's in the 18 on the left side. Reader. He'll get a cross in the dummy run. Ndoye try to dummy run for Embolu. It goes out of play for a Bosnian throw. It's not a bad idea. A creative ball in. Ndoye tried the dummy run thinking Embolu was closer. Cleared away by Muharmovic. Just get a foot on that to stop the attack. It's all Switzerland. First 12 minutes of this match. Switzerland win off the Bosnian throw-in. They'll play it back into their own half. On the left side, Freuler. Avedi. They'll retreat in their defensive half. Push from behind, they'll win a free kick. Thought they were going to switch play back to their keeper. Instead, they played across midfield. Muharmovic with the quick challenge, and now Switzerland look to go off the free kick quickly down the left side. Now the retreat. Akanji. Freuler. Freuler switches to play to the right. Elvedi. Elvedi on the right in the attacking third. I'll give it off on the right flank. Arbishore. Back to Freuler. Switching the play around the back. In the attacking half, though. Akanji. Freuler. Freuler. Freuler in the attacking third. Freuler with space. He'll play a run down the right side for Wiedmer. Wiedmer. Ball into the box. Headed away. But space to work in the attacking third for Switzerland so far. Gotta like this start for the Swiss. That's a great first touch. Played it heavy on the counterattack. Bosnia on a counterattack. Can they get a ball in? They cannot. Was a great first touch and the ball into the left post. Too heavy for Demirovic. Was a great play by Memic. Did I see the opening? I did not see the opening. No, I did not. Alicia Keys, Empire State of Mind. I knew she was doing that. Yep. And that is a great song with New York. Yep. There's never a break. That is true, Toasted. Yep. I mean, you could leave yourself on a lawsuits for those comments, Toasted, that he made. Like, objectively false comments that are defamatory. Like, is the attention worth it if you look like an idiot? Akanji out the back. It's not a bad counterattack by Bosnia. Just the cross was quite poor. The first touch was sublime. Hubel. We'll give it off left side, Akanji. And Switzerland going left to right. Bosnia right to left. Play it back to Elvedi. Elvedi on the right side. Wiedmer. Wiedmer, deep ball down the right. Push from behind, no call. Clean challenge, Kolasinac. Trying to play it into the attacking half, but Switzerland wins it. Elvedi. Elvedi on the right side. Looks for a switch. Give it back to the midfield circle. Now back to Akanji. It's game 2 of 4 today. The Qatar Canada match is next after this one is done. Again, Group B, all level on points. Each team 1 goal. 1 goal conceded. 1 goal for, 1 point. No separation between these sides. Ball down the left for Ndoye. He can't win, and he drags his defender down to the ground. I believe that was Dadic who he dragged to the ground. And it was. He won a free kick. Yeah, Jimmy Reed's on TV. Yep. Wait, wait, he wasn't insulting. Wait. No, he's fine. He's fine. Nick, he's fine. Yeah, championship parade's on TV. I would never go to one. The only way I would go to a championship parade, the only way, it's only one condition. Or 2 conditions. 1, D-backs or Suns win, and I can watch it from my balcony. So I don't have to be a part of it and wait in the crowds. So I can watch it from my own place. Or number 2, and you know what's a common theme with this, is one of my teams win, and the ending of the parade is inside a stadium where you have an assigned seat. So there's a difference. There's a common theme where you have an assigned seat. You don't have to worry about the crowds. You have an assigned seat. You're guaranteed to see the action. Like, I would not want to be part of the Knicks parade. Especially if what happened in Toronto with the Raptors parade. It's like, no, I will never do a parade. Unless it's one of those 2 conditions. Where it's either passing my place or assigned seat. In a location like they did for the Ravens at MetLife or M&T Bank Stadium as the closing site for Super Bowl 47 parade. They did MetLife as a closing site for Super Bowl 46 parade. So something like that, I do it. But just a general parade, no, we'll not do that. Swenson plays back to the keeper, Hubel. Now on the left side, Akanji. Akanji switches to play down the right. It's a heavy ball. It takes a very good bounce. Wiedmer takes a very good bounce. It stops on a dime. And Wiedmer gets there, forces the deep throw in. So it goes off to Mirovic. Was a good switch. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you, man. If every single one's a draw, comes down to goals scored, goals allowed. Discipline it comes down to as well. Yellow cards, how many yellows are issued. If it's still tied after all that, it comes down to a coin flip, which they call an allocation of lots, a drawing of lots, which is a fancy word for a coin flip. Ndoye on the left side, trying to get around Dadic. Good touch, get around Dadic, but then cleared away on the cross. Katic clears it away. Best way I went to was my town Little League parade when they made the Nationals. Step outside, wave back to my house. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I love those parades where they come back to like a college place or a high school place. It's like you just go down the street. Ball down the right side. It's a good ball, but Wiedmer can't get a foot on it. He tried a half volley cross. He had time to get a touchdown. I get what he was trying to do there with a half volley cross. He timed the run perfectly. Just mistimed it. Trying to feed Mbalou in the box. Switzerland, all the chances though so far, all the possession. In dangerous spots too. When Miles of State of Schwartz was kept as coach, I mean, it wasn't his call. He wanted to stay in Cleveland. It wasn't his call. It was the Rams decided we're in win now mode and they got a crap ton of picks for it. And we Weatherfan with a tour. Move the Nets. Why are we moving them to Seattle? Why? Dispossessed Switzerland shot at the top of the box. Easily saved. Right at the keeper there. Ndoye. Why are we moving them to Seattle? Okay, it's not originally your take. That's good at least. At least there's one person that agrees with you. Yeah, Ayuk, Commander Special Ayuk. Ayuk's a head case. Ayuk right now is a complete head case. I mean, his mind's not in the right place at all. I don't know who would want him. He doesn't understand it's a privilege to play in the NFL. He's a head case. He needs actual help. The signing with the Commanders will not be good for him. He needs actual help. Like, his brain is not in the right place. Well, Seattle's going to get an expansion team. That's the other thing, too, on Weatherfan. They're getting an expansion team. They already announced that they're going to vote this summer on Seattle and Vegas, and they're going to accept it, and they'll get an expansion team. So, like for Swiss Army products? Yeah. Well, Miles have stayed in Cleveland. Schwartz was there. I mean, look, the Browns, they're not probably competing this year. They got a crap ton of picks plus the Jared Verse. So, it wasn't his call. It's not like he demanded out. Last year, he demanded a trade. This year, it seemed like he was getting along well, wanted to stay there, and it wasn't his call. It's not like he was holding out. Switzerland at midfield. Xhaka threw ball in. Then the second through ball by Ndoye down the left side takes a deflection. Bosnia clears again. They'll play it back to the keeper, Hubel. Montreal, there's no talk about Montreal getting an expansion team. Why the heck would Montreal get an expansion team in the NBA? What has Duke been up to recently? Speeding in a lot of places, going live on Instagram and just going nuts. Sleeping on Shedeur Sanders. I will remain asleep on Shedeur Sanders. He might not be, it's not even going to start. It's going to be Deshaun Watson starting. I'll switch to play down the left side here in the attacking third. Rodriguez. Froila. Yeah, I think the Browns are sleeping on him because it's going to be Watson starting. Arbisher. Elvedi. Arbisher. Switch to play in the circle, Alkonji. The next dead ball will bring us to the hydration break. Left side here, Froila. I'll give it over to Xhaka. Xhaka gets a good ball into Mbolu in a good central spot. They'll play it on the right side. Switch to the play. Wiedmer. Cross in. Too heavy on the crossing for Ndoye. Ndoye will get there, though, on the left side, outside the box. Goes up top to Froila. Froila fancies a go at it. Fancies a go at it. And it's just wide into the near post. Froila fancied a go at it. Was not far off. A goal kick. Hydration break. How's it going? Mithun, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Swagotamo. Swagotamo Rashard, Jono Donalbad. Appreciate you being here, man. A bonus rating 10 on that one, Vaughn. Bonus rating. But Vancouver used to have the Grizzlies, yes. Vancouver used to have the Grizzlies. I can see them getting a team potentially. I can see them getting a second chance. But Montreal, there's no talk about Montreal getting a team. We're at the hydration break here. All level, but it's been all Switzerland so far. All the momentum on their side. Getting some good chance. Getting some space in the attacking third. Right. I do agree the Nets are second fiddle. The Nets are definitely second fiddle in their own city. We all know that. Silence of the Lambs. I actually have not seen that movie. I heard it's amazing. I've never seen that. When Montreal wanted an expansion team, I've heard nothing about Montreal. I don't think they would. Plus, you have to remember, too, would players want to play there? Would players want to play in Montreal with the language barrier? Would they want to play there? Why are we moving the Buffalo teams? Did Summer get your account? Did Summer hack your account? think Summer hacked your account. Yeah, well, Louisville will be a great spot. I do think Louisville will be a great spot. Louisville will be a phenomenal spot. Wants to keep me wrapped. See, it's a good movie. They deserve all the awards. I don't know about that, but it's a good movie. A lot of stuff definitely was embellished. I'll put it that way. A lot of stuff was very much embellished. We get back underway after the hydration break. Syracuse, they're far away from the Rangers. They actually are more Buffalo teams. Syracuse is more Buffalo. The big teams in Syracuse are the Buffalo teams. I went there many times. The big teams there. So back on our way here off the goal kick. Bosnia on the whites going right to left. Switzerland in the reds going left to right. Bosnia, deep ball down the right side. Switzerland gets there. They'll play back to their keeper, Hubel. Yeah, they already root for the Sabres? Yes, they do. Like Saving Private Ryan, because one of those were the phenomenal parts, but overall the movie's just good. That makes sense, yeah. San Diego expansion. Non-NBA, I think California's too saturated. Probably not, I would say, on San Diego. Probably not. Long Island Nets, Les Nets, yes. I used to download turns and the authorities blocked me, man. Man on that. Yeah, and also the gravity, too, of like, the Habs are just the dominant team there. Bosnia plays on the back on the left side. Heavy ball, heavy first touch. Right back to Switzerland on the counter-attack. Mbolu on the feed from midfield. Dispossessed nicely by Katic. Mbolu was in behind. Memic. Back to midfield on the left side. Kolasinac. Memic. Back up top it goes. Sunic. Alabegovic. On the left side. Tries to get a ball in. Running out of room and easily cleared away by Switzerland. Free kick won by the Swiss after the clearance. Back to the keeper, Hubel. Wiedmer on the right side. Free kick here won by Bosnia. Yeah, Wheeler, I saw Wheeler got it. He's a bulldozer. He looked good second half of the season. Why I think it's unfeasible? I just think there's no market for basketball in Montreal necessarily. And look, we saw what happened in Vancouver. Players who want to play in Vancouver. Now you play in a place with a different language. I don't know about that. Switzerland. Playing out the back here, Wiedmer. Wiedmer back to Hubel. Long ball back to Bosnia. Sunic. Switch the play on the left side. Kolasinac. Yeah, Wilson's a very good truck driver. Wilson is one of the best players in the history of the W. The Nets' attendance is good in Brooklyn. That's the other thing. The Nets actually draw very well in Brooklyn. Can't charge us much, but they draw very well. Dzeko, left side, Dzeko. Memic. Alabegovic, good through ball down the left side. Chanson with a ball in Dzeko. Dzeko, ball into the far post. And a poor first touch. Tahirovic was there. Was a great ball worked in by Dzeko. A poor first touch. And then the cross. Easily dealt with by Hubel. Yeah, I think Wheeler's going to win over Frank Gore Jr. What can they expand to legitimately? Seattle, Vegas, Louisville, Kansas City, like somewhere in Mexico as well. It's Swiss second neutral right now, yep. Xhaka. Good ball down the left side. They'll try to work a ball into the edge of the box. Back to the top of the box. Cleared away easily, though, by Sunic. Out for a Swiss throw. St. Louis, yeah. St. Louis is a good market. You know, she's a big truck driver. She is big. Arbijor. Right side. Through ball down the right. Dispossessed there. Gets it back, though. Good slide challenge to win it right back. For Reeder. Freula. Back to Akonji. Freula. Arbijor. Switching the play left side. There's a local brewer for the first one game. Oh, 9 AM beers, man. Yeah, I'm sure the Brewers are hopping with the World Cup right now. I'm not sure Brooklyn's Nets territory. I think New York in general is just a Knicks. With the Nets, they have their fans, but they're a distant second. It's fiddle. Elvedi. Right side, Wiedmer. Wiedmer up top. Back to Wiedmer on the 1-2. Not a great ball. Memic gets there. And he'll clear it away. Out for a switch throw on the left side. Swiss play out the back here. Elvedi. Back to midfield. Switching the play on the left side. Trying to get a run on Dajic on the left. Some space here with a ball in. Cleared away by Muharmovic. Everyone draws to blame Canada. Yes, we do. Everyone draws to blame Canada. Imagine if everyone's level at 2 going into the final match today. That would be crazy. Throw in here on the left side. I'll switch the play to Elvedi on the right. Get a cutter pounder and fries. I like it, but I'm tish on that. Elvedi plays it right side. Wiedmer back into his zone half for Akonji. Ever since the hydration break, Switzerland has not gotten as many chances. still look the better side. And yet we're all level. Who will break through on this second match day in Group B? If everyone was level, 1 goal apiece in match day 1. Switzerland tying Qatar with a stoppage time goal in the 94th minute. Bosnia with a 1-0 lead against Canada, and then Canada scored late. Switzerland will switch the play on the right side. Freuler. Deep ball into the box on the left side. I got the bot, don't worry. Headed. Yeah, I got the bot. Spirits of St. Louis, KC Wings. Look, I would not mind a team in Kansas City. St. Louis probably needs a new arena. Enterprise Center's on the older side of things. But Sprint Center's nice. Or I guess T-Mobile Center now, whatever it's called in KC. It's nice. Headed back, corner kick here for Switzerland. Arbijor. He'll go long to the near post. Headed back by Demirovic for another Swiss throw on the left side. Rodriguez. Up top, Freuler. Freuler switches to play. Xhaka whips the ball in. Punched away by Vasil. Back to the top of the box, though, for Switzerland. Ndoye, cross in. Deflected by Katic, and then off Ndoye, and behind for a goal kick. Look like a draw? I think Switzerland has something in this one. I got Mexico beating South Korea. The Canada, the draw course. If you play Canada, do you draw? Yep. Retrofit Edward Jones Dome? That'd be tough to do. At that point, it's going to cost more money to retrofit than just build a new arena. Because to turn a stadium into an arena, first off, that also would destroy any chance of getting stadium concerts again. So any chance of getting stadium concerts in front of 50,000 plus would never happen now in St. Louis if you retrofit it. It's going to cost so much money. You have to build a whole new grandstand. 2 new grandstands. They have so much wasted space on the opposite end. Be tough. Alabegovic. Memic on the left side. Memic cuts inside. Memic, he'll fire a shot from 25 yards out. Off balance. Guarded by Wiedmer. We'll go harmlessly back to Hubel. You've been drift to Swiss Family Robinson. There you go. I mean, the arena, 1994 is, it's not like old, but if you give an expansion team to St. Louis, that arena is going to be over close to 40 years old by the time they get the team. NBA. Checkmate. NBA. But the Domes, again, we're not going back to the Silver Dome Pistons now. But they're talking about retrofitting. Yeah, by the time they get an expansion, the arena will be 40 years old. As crazy as that sounds. Like, it's not like obsolete by any means, but I think they want something a bit newer. Ndoye back to Xhaka. They'll play it down the left side here. Switzerland in the attacking third. Trying to get a run on Dadic on the left side. Goes back to Freuler. Xhaka. Pass goes off the ref. Xhaka was trying to play Ndoye. The referee had other ideas. The ref will drop the ball back to Freuler. Elvedi. Back in his own half for Akonji. Akonji back to Hubel. Hubel gets rid of it as Bosnia was playing a high line. Headed back by Kolasinac. Right back to Switzerland though in the midfield. Freuler switching the play left side. Freuler gives it off Rodriguez. Rodriguez down the left. Ndoye looks for a ball. Gets around Dadic. And then Dadic wins the challenge. And goes behind for a goal kick. But St. Louis also a shrinking market as well. Yep. The way I see this to draw due to Bob. Yep. Yeah, Kansas City should be one. I think Kansas City would be a great spot. You're at the Guardians Brewers game? Oh, hopefully it's going well. Hopefully it's going well. Yeah, that'd be tough too, Mr. Relevant. Yeah, that'd be very tough too. Mohamovic. Vasil. They'll work out the back, switch it down the right side here. It's a good play off the back. They'll go back down on the left. Good ball down the left to Kolasinac. Kolasinac. Left side, Alabegovic. Alabegovic. Kolasinac. Kolasinac. Good ball into the box, but a poor run by Memic. Memic lost his balance. Poor clearance by Switzerland. Back to Bosnia, edge of the box. Alabegovic. Alabegovic. 1-2. Back to Alabegovic. Alabegovic fakes the shot. He'll play it to the top. Fires the shot. It's blocked. Slide challenge by Freuler to block the shot. Goes out of play for a Bosnian throw. A great job there by Alabegovic. Fancy to go from the top of the box. Freuler stops the attack. Back to Bosnia, though. Been more comfortable since the hydration break. Memic. Memic, ball into the far post. Trying to feed the head of Demirovic too high. Out for a goal kick. Relocates the G League teams to larger secondary markets? I think fact. It's the American guy starting for Bosnia. Not to my knowledge. Dzeko's in. The 40-year-old's starting. The Blues leave St. Louis? No. Blues are not leaving St. Louis. I mean, NBA 36, I think we'll get there at some point. Louisville deserves a team. And Mexico will get one at some point. Play it out the back. Sunic. 42nd minute here. Mohamovic across the field on the left side. Back to Mohamovic. Sunic. Go back to his keeper Vasil. And Bosnia going right to left. Switzerland left to right. Deep ball there, headed down by Demirovic. They'll switch to play the right side. The switch now, it's Dadic. Dadic looking for Ronald Rodriguez. Dadic looking for Ronald Rodriguez. Dadic. Edge of the box on the right. He trips over the ball. Dadic tripped over the ball. He did so well to get down the right side, get some space. Then he just tripped over the ball. Now Switzerland look to go here. Freuler. Across midfield on the left side. Xhaka. Ndoye. Back to Xhaka. They'll switch the play back to Akanji. Akanji goes back to Hubel. Retract, not expand. Good luck getting the players associated to agree with that. That's 30 fewer jobs. Good luck agreeing to that. I gotta go to Quebec at some point, Vaughn. I gotta go to Quebec there. I want to get to Canada at some point. I haven't been in a while. So Vancouver for a day. It was the place we left on a cruise. And then I saw Niagara Falls. I want to go back. Not Niagara Falls. One time's enough on that. But good ball. Good one, too. Kolasinac. He tries to cross into the box. It's deflected out by Wiedmer. It's a great 1-2 down the left side. A great ball by Demirovic with the side of the foot to play on Kolasinac. And Bosnia wins a set piece near the stroke of halftime. From the left flag. They'll go short on the corner. Back to Alabegovic. They got a foul in the box. Poorly worked set piece there. Switzerland jumped the short pass. And the heavy challenge to play back to Alabegovic. No harm done. Seattle going to get a team? So Seattle and Vegas, they're going to vote on it this summer. They're going to vote on it this summer, and all indications are that they will get teams. They're going to vote on it this summer. So I believe begin play in 2028. Switzerland works it around the back. Back to Hubel. Akonji. Left side, Rodriguez. Is there a chance the track could... Oh, the track could bend. You know, she can go left, yeah. She's Rookie of the Year right now. She's playing out of her mind. It's funny because I told you yesterday on Prize Picks, what I was tailing was the points, rebounds, assists for Liva was like 20-something. I'm like, yeah, they have not taken that into account, have they? Like, she's dominant. 3 minutes of added time. Not a lot of stoppages here. So we get the bare minimum, the 3 for the hydration break, and that's it. Vancouver could get a team. Yeah, the Canadian dollar was weak back then. Also, they were not competitive. They didn't have the arena. Necessarily. Now they could get a team. Elvedi heads it back to his keeper, Hubel. Take a shot every time I say that. Oh, there's no chance of that MMA. It's never been big enough. MLS, the money's too good. They would never leave MLS. Ndoye. Ndoye into the box on the left side. Ndoye tries to get around Sunic. Sunic wins the challenge. Does well to stand up. And Bosnia looks to clearly go back to the keeper. Vasil. Deep ball to midfield, headed back by Switzerland. He flew over Toronto once, yep. Yeah, Ben would vote against it because he sucks. Cross into the box, but he only needs 75% of the vote. It doesn't need to be unanimous. Rodriguez on the cross. Cleared away by Bosnia. Messi scored again. NT with a gift, 2 jewels. Yeah, pretty much, Dexy. Until it's not, yeah. Hopefully you use my code. Free money every time with that. Appreciate you, NT, on that. I told you to tail it yesterday, and hopefully you guys did. Throw in here. Kolasinac. Back to Dzeko, but he was offside. Poorly worked throwing. Back to Switzerland. Free kick here. Xhaka. Xhaka plays there left to Reader. Reader. Ndoye. Tries to run down the left. Too heavy. Kotic in defense. Go out for a goal kick. That should do it for the first half. That should take us to halftime off the goal kick. First video, if you appreciate it, NT. Love doing these games. Love doing them. So we go to the halftime break here. Nothing at the half. Points all level. We'll take a halftime break. See you guys in about 15 minutes for the start of the second. Nothing on between Switzerland and Bosnia. Be back in a bit. The sides all level here after one half. Both teams with a draw in their last match. The entire group level on points. We'll see if there's a goal in this one to be had. As we start the second half here, Switzerland this time going right to left. Bosnia in the whites, left to right. Bosnia the better side, or Switzerland should say the better side. The first period of that was more even after the hydration break. I wouldn't hate that, Dexy. I actually would not hate that trade. That one might work. Yeah, which is the first pick of Mariners Orioles, man. Hopefully it's better than Malik Willis' first pitch. All good, RFK. All good. Well, the games, why are they not as spread out? Well, you have to fit the World Cup, and you don't want it taking too long. The World Cup, you don't want it taking to a point where it would take 2 months to complete. Because also, these players have to get back to their teams, their club teams. You don't want to disrupt the calendar, disrupt the schedule. But you also don't want 2 matches taking place at the same time. Unless it's the final match day where it has to be that way for competitive reasons. You want all the matches to be able to be shown in their own window. Switzerland on the left side here. It's Rodriguez. Freuler. Back to Rodriguez. Edge of the box, left side. Rodriguez puts the ball in, headed away. Back to the top of the box still. Freuler tries to get a foot on it. He cannot. Back to Bosnia. They'll go down the right side with Dadic. Dadic looks for a run to take on Rodriguez, but a great challenge by Rodriguez. Back to Switzerland. Reeder feeds it to the top of the box. It's not a great ball. Reeder goes down. Bosnia defender goes down with him. Referee plays on. Bosnia tries to start a counterattack here. Dzeko, he's taken down the midfield circle and will win a free kick as Xhaka takes him down. Yeah, Spencer makes it feel better. It should, yep. Severe thunderstorms warning is New Hampshire on the bottom of the screen. That's the call to switch to Telemundo, JP. That is your sign to switch to Telemundo. Like I've done this entire World Cup. Which I should also note with this World Cup, the ratings are in for the late night show with James Corden. The ratings are in. And CBS aired a rerun at midnight of Comics Unleashed. Remember, that's the show that is hosted by Byron Allen, the one that's going to be taken over for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So I bring that up because CBS aired a rerun of Comics Unleashed Monday night, midnight. 588,000 views for a rerun of Comics Unleashed. Fox's show with James Corden, 324,000 viewers. So despite the lead-in with the World Cup, if you want to know how the show is doing, it's not doing well. Browns to trade all 200 picks for Anthony Richardson. Yep. Teams would do that. No, teams would be dumb enough to do it, RFK. Teams would be dumb enough. In MLS, there was a thing where you get 3 international player spots. So in MLS, you get 3 international players. And some of the teams, when that rule was first introduced in the 2000s, decided to trade those spots away for a player with them being permanent. So those teams lost, like, they trade away for life. As far as that high, yep. So they trade away the international spots for life. So some teams only have 2, some have 4. They increased the numbers as the league developed, but some teams were like, yeah, we're going to trade for a player, and we're going to give up this lifetime thing. So teams would be dumb enough to do it, Dexy. Yeah, in RFK, teams would be dumb enough to do it. Yeah, Bangladesh was the first ever victory on European soil. Yep. It was. Might have to do some Bangladesh games because the audience is giving a lot from Bangladesh. Might have to do some going forward. Another blunder for overlords at Fox. Yep. I ratioed the Fox Soccer account, so I ratioed them for their England post. You know, teams trade away spots for life. Yeah, so the Rapids acquired Gregorio. Oh, no, Real Salt Lake acquired Gregorio, and in return, the Rapids got a permanent spot. They got a permanent international spot. Like, for life. On the left side, Ndoye, edge of the box. Ndoye tries a shot near post. Easy save by Vasile. Who won the World Cup? France. France was my pick from the start. Pick one Fox or Jumbo. Jeez. At least Fox gives us some moments. Let's start talking about projecting to get a little rain. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully I don't get rain. Let me see. Shave Nitro 30 minutes. I can't see it. Between the musical performances, the interviews, I can't see it. It still makes enough money. He's got to do the monologue. You have a guest. You won't have time to play any games. And that's how they make their money. You couldn't have any time to play the games. On the left side here, Alabegovic gives off edge of the box on the left side. Alabegovic. Well, now retreat. And Bosnia going left to right. Switzerland right to left this half. Run down the left, Tahirovic. Or excuse me, Kolasinac. Edge of the box, left side. Pass to the top of the box. Blocked. Out of play for a Bosnian throw. Thoughts of a Shrek ride at Universal, kids? That looks like the greatest ride ever. I need to go out to Frisco just to watch that, to ride that ride. All good, Keenan. Can't watch it on telemundo. That's a bummer. Appreciate you, Keenan, though. Appreciate you on that. Bosnia plays a throw down the left side. Too heavy. Switzerland gets there. Elvedi pushed from behind. Free kick won for the Swiss in their own half. You would trade my whole roster for international spots at a 20-year dynasty 15 years after I trade out. Yeah. Man. Yeah, Curacao, I don't think it's... Yeah. But it's only 4. Yes, they did that with Johnny Carson back in the day. To not do a Friday show. Which I get that, because Friday's a death knell for TV. I get that. That's not crazy. Bosnia tries to play a long through ball, but Akonji gets there first down. Switzerland's to go on the attack on the left side. Ndoye on the left. Looks to switch. He'll go back to midfield. Freuler. Down the left side, Rodriguez. Freuler. Ball to the far post. Flicked on the header. But out of play. Arbijor tried to flick it on with a set on the right side. It's not a bad ball in, but the header not on target. Renzo Carsi was doing 3 days a week. Yeah. I get that at least, because no one hears anything on Fridays. You have to have an issue after that? Yeah. I've never seen that show. I watch too much TV outside of sports. I just don't have time. Dadic. The play a 1-2. Takes a deflection back to Switzerland. Good job reading the 1-2. It goes back for the Swiss down the left side. Back up top. Ball for Xhaka. Xhaka to the top of the box, but Reeder just stopped his run for some reason. Reeder was going to fire up one time. I don't know why he stopped his run. It was a great ball by Xhaka. Reeder was definitely in on goal. I don't know why he stopped this run. Rodriguez. Freuler. We'll centralize it. 1-2-3. Freuler trying to work that quick ball to Mbolu. Intercepted by Bosnia, and they will not want a free kick. Man goes down, pushed from behind, but clean play. Ndoye tries a shot, takes a deflection behind for a corner. Red Sox lose. Shocker. So for superhero shows, and it makes sense, Dexy. I'm going to say clean challenge by Akonji to dispossess Dzeko. And good job to win a corner out of that for Switzerland. Can they do something with this set piece here? You know, the Universal is doing a... I'll explain more after the set piece, because it's something else. It's something else entirely. I legit, my jaw was on the floor when I saw the Shrek ride. My jaw was on the floor. I couldn't believe this was real. Corner here. Reader to take to the far post. Headed back by Bosnia to the top of the box. Freuler plays it right center of the box. Xhaka, ball into bicycle kick! And Ndoye denied by Vasil. A bicycle kick! Ndoye that close to breaking the deadlock. A great ball by Granit Xhaka. And a great finish by Ndoye. But Vasil did well to parry that over the bar. You mean Kursa beat Germany? We meet history? Yep, got a goal. Got a goal against the Germans when Brazil? Yeah, different story. I think fact, Rob, they're sellers. Trade away all the old pieces you have that have value. They serve you no purpose this year. They're going to say it was offside on the bicycle kick, so it wasn't going to count either way. Free kick. Bring out the Frank, yep. Your fan was getting slaughtered, yep. Swiss came and no results. The bicycle kick would not have counted. VAR overturns the corner. They say offside beforehand. But still, one hell of an effort. Bosnia will boot it deep. Switzerland get back in their own half. Bosnia going left to right. Yes, if you guys have not seen the Shrek ride, budget guess $10. So Universal is opening up an amusement park in Frisco. Now, this is not one of their, like, it's not a big park. Like, it's a kids park. So it's designed entirely for kids. So it's not like Universal Studios in Florida or Hollywood or anything like that. It's a park that, no thrill rides, nothing like that. That's going to go behind for a goal kick for Switzerland. Alabegovic misses. But they've designed a ride, and they've designed a park around just kids' properties like Shrek, Minions, SpongeBob, all that stuff. And just, it's a kids' park. Nothing crazy, just rides for the family to enjoy. Like, they made their own Sesame Place. I think that's a good way of putting it. They made their own version of Sesame Place. And the idea is that there's only 2 Universal locations in the United States. We can make these regional parks and make it so that kids get attached to Universal at a young age. We get a lot of these regional parks like Six Flags, and we can make these parks for the family to enjoy. So you're not expecting much with these rides, obviously. You're not expecting like roller coasters or these multi-million-dollar rides by any means. And that was never advertised. They never advertised it as such, to be fair. Just expecting like kid rides, maybe some carnival off-the-shelf rides, just rethemed, reskinned for the things, the attraction, or the IPs that they're using. But then you see the Shrek ride that they put in. I swear to God, it is like the SpongeBob episode of Krabbyland, where Mr. Krabs makes an amusement park on the cheap. Long throw in here, head away easily by Switzerland. And look to go on the counterattack now. Ndoye across midfield, a strong run. And a yellow card issued for Bosnia stopping the counterattack. So Ndoye tries to get around Dadic. And Dadic will get a yellow. A heavy run and a good run. And Dadic, all he did was tug the jersey, bring Ndoye down. He almost had a boost. Yes, he's had a boost since. But the Shrek ride that they made, the budget could not have been more than $10. And just buying some wood at Home Depot and some paint at Michael's. Yeah, King Cause now closed. The new ride looks dizzying. The new ride they put in its place, I don't know how you don't vomit on that. The new ride that's going to go in its place, I have to close it like that. They closed it just without any warning. They're just like, yeah, no, we're shutting down the tallest roller coaster. The new ride looks like you would get, like, you'd throw up, get nauseous. I mean, not wrong there, Jacob. Not wrong there. Times have changed. Switzerland on the right side. Wiedmer. I mean, that's a harsh offside on that bicycle kick by Ndoye. That's a harsh offside. Good thing it didn't go in because that was a harsh offside. And a yellow card issue here for Dzeko. After he pulled, or should say, Akonji got his cleat. So 2 quick yellows here for Bosnia. Dzeko in his final World Cup gets a yellow. Bills Giants, no chance. Bills Stevens have a Giants electric offense. I can't see that. I can't see that. Switzerland will play out the back here. Off the free kick. Not much in the second half outside that bicycle kick chance. Another push from behind by Bosnia, but that one's clean. Demirovic dispossesses Bosnia in the back. And then Switzerland dispossesses right back. And Bolu, pushed from behind at midfield by Muharovic, wins a free kick. If you haven't seen the Shrek ride, it is, it's special. Switzerland, the attacking third. The plate on the left side. Ndoye. Ndoye works a 1-2 into the box. Back to Ndoye. Ndoye cannot get around Dedic. Dedic clears for a corner. Yeah, well, when it closed, it wasn't the fastest. No, but I think it was the tallest, right? It wasn't the fastest when it closed, but I think it was still the tallest. Yeah, the Lost Kana, yep. I'm not surprised because it's not like an IP or anything, but man. Well-themed area. Very much a well-themed area. Corner on the left side. Arbijor. Arbijor, ball into the box. Headed into the near post. A diving save on the near post. Vasil punches that one out on the left post. I think we would call back for a foul either way. Was looking for the head of Mbolu. And Mbolu hit the target. Just a phenomenal diving save on the left side. Vasil keeps it out, runs into the post after that too. He just replied that, oh boy. I know UAE took over. The Formula 1 coaster took over. Double sub here now for the Bosnians. Tahirovic will come off. And Dzeko, no surprises here, will come off. Basic, who started the last match, as well as Barakovic coming on. Also started the last match. But Dzeko on a yellow, he'll come off. Wonder if that's the last time we'll see a pitch at the World Cup. Alright, let's put these subs in. One of the former countries, yep, in the Yugoslavia, yep. Dumbest train Giants history. Well, it's what they said afterwards. It was just like, what are we doing here? I got a new video dropping hopefully tomorrow about the Bills. Hopefully a new video dropping tomorrow about Buffalo. Go back to the 1980s on that one. Hopefully I can get it out. Obviously the World Cup and all these streams, it's going to be tough, but I think we can get it to go. Clips are in, just going to write the script. They'll switch to play here, Bosnia. Katic. Down the right side, Dedic. And Bosnia going left to right. Dedic. Goes back to the midfield circle, Muharmovic. Left side, Kolasinac. Kolasinac back to Muharmovic. Muharmovic back to Katic, working out the back. Long spell possession here for the Bosnians. Not used to this match. Usually it's Swiss with these long spells. Barakovic. Muharmovic. Working out the back on the left side. Kolasinac. The Swiss need help. There you go. The Cowboys Patriots. Oh God, that would be a nightmare buildup. Oh man, the 2 weeks to that, I would not watch any sports media. Challenge from behind, Elvedi with a call for the yellow and a free kick for Bosnia. For Kolasinac trying to play a through ball down the left side. Taken down. Yeah, I think Mexico wins. Wait, what? Oh, no way, David. No way. That's insane. Wow, that is an insane comment to make. So Elvedi getting called for that. Free kick for Bosnia on the left side. I think the thing is that Mexico, South Korea, both sides know, like, if you get a win, you top the group. So I think it's going to be very open. We're going to push, both sides are going to be pushing for all 3 points. I think it's going to be very open. Free kick here. They'll whip it in with Basic. Head away. Back to Basic. Gets around Embolu. He'll whip across him. That one deflected out of play for a Bosnian throw on the left side. So it's deflected by Reeder. No subs yet for the Swiss. They'll go back left side. Ball down the left edge of the box on the left side. Barakovic. Alabegovic taken down edge of the box on the left side. Arbisher, no call. Clean challenge by Arbisher. Basic gets it back. They'll keep it on the left side. Barakovic. A Bosnian player goes down. Didn't look like he went down off a challenge. They'll switch the play to the right side. Someone's down for Bosnia. And now they'll boot the ball out of play. No clue what happened there. It was not challenged. USA Australia score? I don't know if Pulisic is playing. I'm going to go 2-1 US. Mailing in just like Sajak was on Wheel of Fortune back at the end of the day. Yeah, I think 2-1, yeah. 3-1 at Pulisic, please. Wait, the 4-man 82 sucked, yes. For the World Cup, too. Obviously, the second round leading to the disgrace of Edron. And all that. No one scored yet. Nope, no one scored yet. Right, backing away after the injury. He's back to his feet. Bosnia will play out the back. Again, they're going left to right. Switzerland right to left. Dispossessed there on the left side is Mohamovic. Embolu. Ndoye on the left side. Ndoye dispossessed from behind. No call. He wants one. Not going to get. Bosnia looks to start a counterattack. Dadic. Dadic switches to play to the left. It's a good through ball. It's a good ball down the left to switch the play. Alabegovic. Alabegovic whips the ball into the box. Headed by Akonji. Back to the top of the box over Bosnia. They'll chest it down, back right side, Dadic. He'll let it fly. Dadic saved! That shot had some pace on it. Hubel with the save. That shot had some pace on it. A great counterattack for Bosnia. And Dadic not far off from the Bosnians' first goal of the match. Was a tribute to him too? Wow, that's insane thing during a tribute. Yeah, the Xhaka kid, yeah. Yeah, I wonder what happened to the Xhaka kid. I think Wenger tried to sign everyone. Anyone under the sun. All right, I'll put a poll up. Still level here. Is there a goal to be had? Or could we still be all level on points in this group? Serious player enticing its point. It depends on the match. It honestly depends on what the match is. Like, I don't know how anyone could watch the Portugal-Spain 2018 World Cup match that ended in a 3-3 tie and think that was boring. It entirely depends on the match. Now, if you're talking Ghana-Panama before the goal was scored by Ghana, yes. Because that was not a well-played match. It entirely depends. Like Netherlands, Japan, the second half was great. That ended a draw. No complaints with that. Entirely depends. I've had one scoreless draw this World Cup so far. It was the Spain-Cabo Verde upset. An hydration break here. And while we have this moment, and go to Prize Picks, use my code HMA, play $5, get 50 instantly. Here's what I'm going with. I think the Stars come out to play this World Cup. We saw it in match day 1. I think it's going to continue match day 2. Mbappe, more than half a goal against Iraq. And Haaland, more than half a goal against Senegal on Monday. So if you want to tail with me, 20 to win 54. If you want to play 50, 50 would get you 135. You see what it takes on that. So $1 will get you 270. So plus 270 odds on that. Again, use my code HMA, play 5, get 50 instantly. I'm going Stars come out to play. So triple sub made for the Swiss off the hydration break. They finally make some subs. 15, 17, and 9. So I'm going to get these in. Let me get these subs in. Triple sub here for Switzerland. It will be Ndoye coming off. Monzombi, Zoe, or so I should say, and Vargas will enter the pitch for the Swiss. And coming off, Ndoye, Arbishore, and Reader. So trying to press on here for a go-ahead goal. Triple sub here, like I mentioned. So back and away after the hydration break will be Monzombi, So, and Vargas. Back underway here. The Power 4 freeze to protect college sports. I don't know too much about it, honestly. I don't know too much about it. You Bosnia got the random color scheme. They feel like they're home in SoFi. Yep. Well, I think there's going to be a lot of movement in MMA. He looks good. He looked very good. How's it going, Jackson? Appreciate you being here. Double 77. All right. You don't know too much about it, Keller. Have to take a closer look at it. Switzerland going right to left. Bosnia left to right. The plate out the back here. They'll get across midfield. Taking it out from behind. No call. Bosnia gets it back on the right side. Zdadic. Looks for Rakovic. Too heavy on that through ball. Alkonji gets there first to play back to his keeper, Hubel. Hubel, deep ball. Head away by Muharmovic. Back to Switzerland. Good cut inside. It's a great run. Down the left side, Vargas. Vargas, his first touch of the match. Vargas, cross into the box. Blocked, gets it back. The second chance to the far post. Headed away. Back to Switzerland, though. And on the half volley, a sublime strike on the half volley. Monzombi, his first touch, gives Switzerland the lead. Off the half volley, Vargas with the run. The cross not cleared far enough. And Monzombi with the goal. Off the half volley. Monzombi. Oh, I would hate that, Keller. Oh, that? No, I would hate that. Keeping the small dogs out for no reason. A great run down the left side. It started with a phenomenal cut. A phenomenal cut by Monzombi. He started that thing cutting on the left side. That's why I bring the subs on. A great cut. A great ball to Vargas. Vargas, not a bad cross to the far post. Memic tried to clear it. It fell right to Manzombi, and what a finish. Half volley, put it on target. And Switzerland, the goal they've been pressing for so long. Could this be the one that puts them atop the group? Neutral no more. A great ball. Manzombi started the attack right off the bench with the cut inside on the left. Plays it to Vargas down the left. And then the ball in. And the finish. Sublime. Only 20 years old. Manzombi, his first ever World Cup goal for the Freiburg midfielder. His first ever World Cup. Only 20 years old. The finish of a composed veteran right there. Now Switzerland looks to go again. They'll switch the play down the left, looking for Vargas down the left. Not enough pace on that one. Intercepted by Bosnia. But it's a poor switch, trying to go right to left. Mohamovic should do better there on that switch, and Switzerland will win a throw-in on the right side. Wiedmer. Wiedmer plays it into his own half on the right side. Go back to the keeper here, Hubel. How does this change the complexion of this game? We got 15 minutes plus added time. Can Switzerland see this one through? Remember, they did concede against Qatar. The 94th minute in their opening match. They cannot take their foot off the gas. Akanji, back to Hubel. Hubel, he'll boot it deep down the right side. Too much space on that one. Go back for the Bosnian keeper. Vasil, he'll clear his lines. It's a good ball down the left side. For Memic. The sun makes a difference, MMA. Yep, the sun makes a difference. Demirovic. They'll work it out the back now. Right side, Katic. Sunic. Sunic on the left side. In his defensive half. Being pressed by So he'll go back to his keeper, Vasil. Get after this match, Tana against Qatar. Over in Vancouver at BC Place. We'll be live for that one. Starts an hour from... 90 minutes from now, I should say. Challenge from behind by Vargas. It's a clean one. Vargas, active since coming on the pitch. And Vargas dispossesses Bosnia in their own half. They'll just play it out the back. Freuler. Xhaka back to Freuler on the left side. Xhaka. He'll go for Rodriguez. It's a poor back pass. It's a very poor back pass looking for Elkonji. But Elkonji does well to dispossess Barakovic. And now they'll switch the play down the right side. They'll switch it here. Manzombi on the right. He'll play it into the 18. It's a good ball. Back on top. Grab Xhaka. Xhaka on a 1-2. Not a pace on that pass. Looking for the through ball down the right side. Bosnia looks to clear. Barakovic. Now they will with Dadic. Dadic tries to play to midfield. It's a poor pass. Gets it back off the deflection. Basic switches to play the left side. At midfield, Memic. Back in his own half. Switch the play. Basic. And dispossessor is Barakovic. The subs for Bosnia have been quite wasteful at times. The subs for the Swiss are the reason they're up. They've been clinical. Morocco's ranked pretty high, yeah. I think Morocco's better than Brazil. Through ball in. Challenge from behind. Was it clean? It was not. As if things couldn't get worse off the through ball. Red card, Muharmovic. Our first red card since the opening match between Mexico and South Africa. The foul took place outside the box. No hesitation for the referee. Mbolu was in behind. He got none of the ball. He will miss the next match. Bosnia down to 10. And Muharovic is done. They will play with 10. He'll be suspended for the next match. No qualms about that. It's a free kick outside the box, but no qualms about that call. Bosnia down a goal, down a man. Mbolu is in behind. Muharovic, with the challenge from behind, got none of the ball. A red card, a straight red, 10 times out of 10. And a free kick here. No complaints from the Bosnians, too, about it. Free kick, top of the box. Vargas stands over it. Vargas will take. He'll get it over the wall, but it's saved. Punched away by Vasil. Did well to get over the wall. Did well to get over the wall. Now left side, we're going to get a ball in. Deflected out, play for a corner. This is what holds Switzerland's first team through. Yep. Corner kick here from the left side. Corner taken. Vargas whips it in. Punched away. Switzerland on the left side. Okonji. Switches to the right. Okonji. Mame Krishna Koye, yep. Just struck it out there. Nigerian nightmare. Ball down the left. Rodriguez. Again, Bosnia down a man. First red card since the opening day. Vargas on the left side. Vargas back up top. Xhaka. Okonji. Heavy first touch, though. They'll play it back to the keeper. Oh, wasted attack there. Hubel will get it back. But again, down a man. Can Bosnia somehow get something out of this match? Bosnia allowed a late goal against Canada. Right around the 80th minute. It's a good 1-2. Work for Switzerland on the right side. To the top of the box. Mbolu switches a play. The shot finds the back of the net. Mbolu to Vargas. Vargas with the goal. Vargas with the goal. Vargas! 2-0! A well-worked attack to switch the play right to left. Vargas off the bench with the goal and an assist. On the feed from Mbolu. Vargas! It's Vargas! With his first goal of this World Cup. And now it's opened up. They break down the Bosnian back. A great ball in. Mbolu switches the play in the box. Did well to win the challenge too. And they take advantage of a 10-man Bosnian side. Cool, composed finish by Vargas to the far post. Game, set, match. Bosnia, the goal difference is getting out of hand now for the Bosnians. This should be enough to see Switzerland through the round of 32. 4 points. The positive goal differential should be enough. Yeah, Swiss cheese, yep. Making Swiss cheese of them. Subs coming on. Let's go, truck driver. Let's go. Time to head to the exits, try to beat the traffic. Sub here for the Swiss. So let's look to see this one out. Jaquez coming on. Louis Froila coming off. So take off a midfielder, bring on a defender. They got their second goal. They got their insurance. And now it's just about not allowing anything. Now it's just about keeping this game in control, keeping the possession, having a strong back line. Midfielder for a defender. They'll change their shape. But up 2 goals. Up a man. Switzerland got criticized a lot for how they handle their approach against Qatar playing with their food. No such thing here. Bosnia also makes 2 subs. 10 and 14 off, 16 and 25 on. Coming off for Bosnia, Hadžimetović and Lukic. But Demirovic and Sunic will be coming off. But Hadžimetović and Lukic will enter. Puts Bosnia in a must-win spot for their final match against Qatar. Will they be up for the challenge? They were not up for the challenge today. Switzerland tries to get a cross in. Save there by the keeper. I'll bring on some changes in the attack. Yeah, Bosnia, Czechia, South Africa, all must win. Yep. All in the must win spot. Man of the match for this one, I go Vargas off the bench. He started the attack. He's going to go down the left side here. Vargas enters the box on the left. Vargas, ball into the box, looking for Mbolu. Not far off. Mbolu led him perfectly. Just couldn't get a flick on it. But led him perfectly. Vargas, a goal and an assist, and almost a second assist. It was a perfect ball. I must say it was a perfect ball. Just couldn't get a flick on it. The guy took a red to a goal, and that might cost him 2 more. Yep. It's not make it 3-0. Yep. Can't lose goal difference. Those goal difference really matter. At this point, does the goal difference really matter? Mbolu will come off. Like, thinking about it from a Bosnian perspective, the goal difference does not matter. Because a draw will not get you in. 2 points is not getting you in. Like, 2 points is not going to get you in. One final sub for the Swiss. Eden coming on. Mbolu coming off. Some fresh legs up top. But honestly, this one for Bosnia, the goal difference means jack. Because a draw's not getting you through next game. If you lose this match, a draw's not getting you through. 2 points is not going to be enough. 4 points will be enough. I'd be very surprised to see a team on 4 points not make it with this format. 1-1-1 would be enough. So you might as well go for it. Might as well go for the tie if at all possible. On the counterattack here, Monzombi down the right side. Edge of the box, right side. Switch it back to Akonji. Akonji, left side, Rodriguez. Rodriguez, they'll press on for a third. Vargas. Vargas back up top. 1-2 with Vargas. Vargas in behind. Vargas centers it. In! Akonji! Akonji! And that'll surely do it. Vargas with 2 assists and a goal off the bench. Well, now at this point, now Bosnia's got no chance. Right, for Switzerland it does. For Bosnia, not so much. Obviously. But Switzerland gets the third. They take advantage of a 10-man Bosnian side. And Vargas, the impact off the bench. Third with 4 would be tough, though. Third with 4 points would be very tough. It will require a lot to happen. Bosnia in shambles, yep. And Switzerland with 3 goals in the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Complete control of this match. 6 minutes of added time. A celebration here for the Swiss. One final sub for Bosnia. Alabegovic comes off. Mamic comes on. Bosnia enter this tournament as one of the weakest sides. Been fully exposed here today. My stoppage time is very off. Not that it matters at this point. Switzerland will see it through. 3 goals and 3 points. Surely we'll get them in. The goal difference for Switzerland, +3, bodes very well for potentially topping this group. They got criticized for taking their foot off the gas against Qatar after their opening goal. I think they got the memo. How did Italy lose this Bosnia team? That will be a question circling around Rome and Milan and Napoli and everywhere after watching this one. My employee thinks climbing is yelling on Zoom. If you're watching, he's doing a great job. Brain's doing a great job. You have Qatar Canada pretty much second place. Yep. He's doing a great job. I am very satisfied with the service I'm receiving. An avalanche like ever. Yep, they got the memo. They got the memo. Corner for Bosnia on the left side. Hadžihmetović to take on the left. Italy is dead, yep. Corner here for the Bosnians of a set piece. Hadžihmetović gets it to the far post. And then the half volley, that's a phenomenal strike. The half volley off the clearance. Mamic. His first touch of the match. He gets it on the half volley. It's a cracking strike. Cuts it down to 2. I mean, the result's not out of the question. But one heck of a strike by Mamic. Alfred setting Unkeler for 440. Appreciate you, man. It's a Chris Paul goal. It's one hell of a volley, though. Appreciate you a ton on that. Thanks for the jewels. Appreciate you, man. Emerson and JP look good right now, yep. Cleared away by Switzerland with the half volley at the top of the box. Sublime finish by Mamic. The 21-year-old in his first World Cup. He gets the goal. At least gives Bosnia something to build off of. They'll see this result through. It's far too little too late. Especially down a man and down 2 goals, but too little too late, but still one hell of a strike from Mamic. Ryder Cowan's leading the U.S. Open. Oh, I love that. Wasn't there an amateur that I think like 10 years ago, he was on the final pairing. Either the 3rd or the 4th day. He completely imploded after that. How's it going, Charizard? Yeah, much over Bosnia. Yep. Chris, I think the last time he lose in the World Cup, Spain starts celebrating his 7th birthday. That is nuts to think about. -2 is still bad goal differential-wise, but again, you have to win the next match. So you might as well press on for 2 more in the next 90 seconds. Don't worry about the goal difference if you're Bosnia. Even despite the late goal, I think Switzerland will be very satisfied with this result. That half volley was just a phenomenal golazo. Switzerland plays out the back. There were no goals the first 75 minutes. I think anyone who bet the under is going to be very shocked to see their bets lose after all that. Akonji. 1 minute left in extra time. Potential for a goal here for Switzerland. It's a good run for Eden. Eden feeds the top of the 6. But Manzombi couldn't get there. Manzombi was streaking down the pitch. Couldn't get there in time. Yes, Bo Hustler. That's the guy. Yep, that's the guy I was thinking of. But was he not there because he was tackled? Hang on a second. No, that was clean, but the clearance was not. Yep, got none of the ball. Memic. Slide challenge on So. And So will win a penalty here for Switzerland. One final chance to add to the goal difference. Memic on a slide challenge trying to clear. And he clips So without getting any of the ball. This will be the last kick of the match. Can Switzerland get that 3-goal difference back? It's a clear pen. It's a clear penalty. And it will be the captain, Granit Xhaka, the 33-year-old. Can Xhaka give Switzerland one more goal, as Bosnia with 10 men have been quite poor. Xhaka goes to the right side, and it's a goal. Vasil guessed the right way, but it was no matter. Tucked underneath the arm of Vasil on the right side, and Xhaka makes it a 3-goal game and will give Switzerland the 3 points they need. Europeans have woken up. Well, the Europeans have also fallen asleep. I mean, this is Europe on Europe. It's a great guess by Vasil, but an even better finish. Composed by Xhaka down the right side. That surely should be the final kick of the game. The Swiss. Yeah, literally, Isaac, how are there so many goals last 20 minutes? Yeah, Bosnia went down to 10 men, and then it just completely imploded. But Xhaka with the penalty kick goal that will end the match. No goals the first 73 minutes. 5 goals the final 20. And we finish with Switzerland with a dominant 4-1 win. Taking advantage of a 10-man Bosnian side. All right. On that note, I'm going to sign off here. Canada Qatar up next. Yeah, went downstairs. It was 1-0. Came back to 4-1. Yep. They went down to 10 men, and then it was just, man. Yeah, the Swiss play like that, they can knock them out. I mean, Portugal, I don't fancy them as long as Ronaldo is there. And Fernandes look terrible. But as long as Ronaldo is in the starting lineup, I don't fancy him at all. All right. Qatar Canada up next. See you guys in just a bit. It's going to redirect you there. Switzerland, 3 points atop the group as things stand.